The difference between traditional Pythagorean numerology and diamond light numerology is this is actually also a healing modality that will show you the invisible energies that are working through you 24/7. Now, we all have a mental body, an emotional body, and a soul body. Tonight, we are going to be focusing on your emotional body, because over many years of teaching psychic development and my passion being to connect people to their souls, the one thing that stops people connecting to that divine intelligence within them is a blocked emotional body. So we haven't been educated really on the emotional body and how to transform it permanently. The union of love and light, which is a collective consciousness, which I've been channeling since 2003, introduced the diamond light system to me. And at the time, I had no idea where it was going to go and where it is still going. I'm the sort of person, even though I trust spirit implicitly, I don't always trust myself. Or the human aspects of myself. So I've always asked for confirmation. And this diamond light numerology system, I've road tested on hundreds and hundreds of people before I put it into print. So I'm very confident that it's going to be a guide for you. So tonight is the basic foundation course, learning about your emotional body and how to transform it permanently. Because also over the years, if I had $1 for every time I heard someone say, I thought I dealt with that feeling, or I thought I dealt with that emotional block, I would be a very rich woman indeed. So this is really quite evolutionary. I'm blown away by the intelligence of the numbers and the energy they hold. So the union of love and light, this is actually an excerpt out of Union that I back from 2003. We wish to express to you a new way to visualize your chakra system, and we wish to call them diamond lights. We realize how precious in your world diamonds are and how magnificently they reflect the purity and beauty of light. You are all diamonds, you are all purity and beauty. You are all multifaceted and you are all precious. So what has been traditionally called the chakra system, I'm now going to refer to as the diamond light system, and it will make more sense as we go along. Now, diamond light numerology, your angelic messengers. It's an evolutionary modality stemming from ancient roots and was received in 2003 from the collective consciousness, the union of love and light, and has continued to deliver remarkable knowledge and equations for emotional transformation and spiritual growth. This healing system is based on the ancient Kabbalistic tree of life, with the tree's fruits comprised of 10 spheres or 10 virtues of spiritual energy, and exist as 10 diamond lights within every human being. So traditionally, the chakra system is based on 7 portals of energy. This is based on 10 portals of energy within you. Now, you realize you've actually got thousands of chakra wheels within your body. If you go to the acupuncturist, that's actually what they're doing. They're tapping into the electromagnetic wheels of your body. But this is based on the 10 spheres of the Kabbalistic tree, which is then superimposed onto the human body. The tree of life's roots reach deeply into the psyche of all humans, our solar system and universe, and can reveal our own unique life purpose and connection with the divine through our individual birth date. Now, here are 2 charts. So we have the diamond lights and tree of life. If you look at the second chart, planets and temples of the diamond light system, what we're looking at is your inner being, your inner temples. So starting with the first diamond light down the bottom there, which correlates with the earth, This is your soul star, which sits directly under your feet. It's the anchor for your auric field, and it's an electromagnetic wheel of energy that has a gravitational pull to allow your auric field to even exist and be anchored on the earth. The second diamond light is your base chakra. The third diamond light is your sacral chakra. And this comprises your temple of the moon. This represents the element of water. It also represents the feminine within you. We go up into the temple of the sun. The fourth diamond light relates to the solar plexus, the fifth diamond light to the heart, the sixth diamond light to the throat. This is your temple of the sun, which represents your masculine energy and the element of fire. So when you're looking at the diamond lights and tree of life, you will see Earth, Moon, and Mercury are in that lower triad and make up the temple of the moon. Venus, Sun, and Mars are in the center of that tree of life and represent the temple of the sun. Then we have Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus representing the temple of the stars. So the seventh diamond light is your third eye, the eighth, the crown. The eighth is Saturn, and the ninth is your soul star, which is the other anchor for your auric field or shell of light, and that's represented by Uranus. The 10th diamond light is pure spirit, your higher self, source energy, whatever term you want to use. Now, here is the thing. As we're all sitting here together in a group, but also 24/7, you must be plugged in to that 10th diamond light, that divine current, for your hearts to actually be beating, your eyes to be blinking, your body to be breathing. So consistently, this divine current, which is electrical in nature, when it comes into this third dimensional realm, actually moves through the energy wheels. So it comes from the 10th diamond light, moves down to the soul star, comes to the crown of the head, and spirals down through the three temples of light and anchors in the earth star under your feet. Now, in a perfect human being, that life force would be flowing 24/7. You would not get sick, you would not get tired, you would not get disease. However, none of us are perfect human beings. And what happens is when we have a lot of mental or emotional energy that is not being used or released, it will create blocks in these temples of light, in these energy wheels, in these chakras, in these diamond lights. Understanding of the emotional body, and tonight you're going to find out exactly where your emotional body sits and what the gift and the challenge is for you. So the emotions are the bridge between the human conditioned mind and the vast intelligence of your own divine soul. The emotions can be both the catalyst and contaminator in every human's experience, and their transformation is always the starting point for true healing to begin. Because as I said at the beginning of this, if your emotional body is very blocked, very heavy, you cannot receive that spiritual energy and inspiration and connection, which means you can't feel your intuition. If the emotional body is blocking the more feeling soul body, it's almost impossible to feel what you need to feel. Please, 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 these are the three intentions that give you the permanent healing, which I've just talked about. So understanding is the first and most powerful step. All our issues are created from misunderstandings and wrong beliefs about ourselves and each other. When we are misinformed, then we become misaligned. It is so important. We have had so many misunderstandings taught to us. This is what creates the misalignment. So how do you transform misunderstanding? You start giving understanding. It sounds so simple, but understanding is probably the most powerful healing tool we all have. Acknowledgement validates our emotions and will automatically begin their transformation. The moment you go, hello anger, hello jealousy, how are you? How do you really feel? Why are you there? And just give that acknowledgement, that gives the energy for the emotion that's now being acknowledged. The emotion goes, great, the human has got my message and I can transform now back into pure energy. Acceptance. This is what sets us free and is the foundation of authentic self-worth. And loving acceptance is a space of no judgment. So the cornerstone of this is please not judging what you're feeling, because the judgment is just going to hold it in place forever. The sacred equation is found within your own birth date and will show you specifically in which diamond lights you store your mental and emotional energy and soul energy and gift, which will have a direct magnetic and energetic impact on that particular part of your physical body. So here's the thing. I want you to write down the day you were born, the month you were born, and the year you were born. So the day of your birth represents your mental energy. The month of your birth represents your emotional energy. And the year of your birth, not the century, represents your soul energy. So Linda's a 2 emotional body. That means the emotional body gets stored in the base chakra. And I just want to explain too, as we get older, and particularly in the Western world, a lot of us from little children were told, don't scream, don't yell, don't cry. So we learn very young to push down our emotions. And as we get into adults, and because we're in a society that says, well, you can't scream and yell as an adult in the supermarket and you can't break down and cry, we learn very quickly to shove our emotional body down. And your emotional placement is going to show you where you have shoved those emotions and how it's imperative that you learn to transform the emotions in your selected diamond light so you don't get sick. This is really valuable, powerful information for your well-being on every level. So
I have to say, so with me being a 2, I mean, what you were saying, you know, as children, we're told not to talk, not to make noise,
yes,
and so on. Well, what happened to me was that I ended up not being able to talk at all. I had such a bad stammer that I basically didn't talk.
Right.
So does that fit the pattern?
Yes, that will fit, because the diamond light of 2, which is the base chakra, also holds the energetic pattern of abuse. So with that stammer and not being able to communicate, there was such fear and terror of being hurt. You know, if you did speak up, if you did cry, whatever it was. But what are the other 2 dates of your birthday, please?
Well, I've also got 1947 is my year, and that reduces to 2 as well.
So you're a double 2. You're a double-digit person. What day were you born?
You mean the day of the week? Oh, no, 26, so 8.
8. So what we're looking at here is 8, which is inadequacy, 2, which is abuse. So the other thing I have to say here, and this is very important, we all have each of these energetic patterns. We've all been conditioned. We've all been brainwashed to be inadequate. We all get confused. We all try to control life. We've all had experience of our heart being betrayed. We've all denied our power and intuition. We've all had experiences of abandonment and abuse. But when you come in, particularly with a double-digit number, it really is about looking at, obviously, there's energy there that is really demanding transformation. So if we look at the base chakra, abuse, the base chakra, the spiritual gift is foundation. Now, the base chakra represents our tribe. So for an emotional 2 person, it's very important to feel safe in their tribe. And if they don't, often as children, there's been some form of mental or emotional or physical abuse or sexual abuse even. Because you're a double 2, for example, or even if you were just a single 2 emotional body, when that emotional charge, if it's not transformed, gets really blocked in that base chakra, the companion number will start to take on the emotional charge. So the soul star will start to take on the emotional charge, which then could create problems in your auric field, could weaken your auric field, could cause electrical problems with the brain, which I'm going to get to in a minute. So you have that problem, Linda? You've had that problem?
Yes, I had a stroke.
Electrical problems in the brain. Right. Okay. Very interesting. I've had 9 emotional people have like epileptic fits, have extreme dizzy spells. They've gone to doctors, they've had scans, the doctors can't find anything. And the reason they can't is because it's emotional. It's very interesting. And when you start to understand how your emotional body works and how it can affect the physical body, you're actually setting yourself free and learning how to transform these things.